the right way, but I'm guessing they're also immune to that.
Well, I
Where you?
pasted them on the immunities: asleep, critical hits, paralysis, poison, precision, stun.
No bleed.
I think bleed might come from precision, but not explicitly, no.
Because I had that on my claws.
But you have to critical to bleed, and they're immune to their crits. So,
Oh.
oop, my bad.
So that means crit means
870 XP.
So we're 100 away.
130 away.
You always need 1,000.
So I rolled 3 days for the spirit to come back. So if you guys are camping out in this room, little ghost girl is probably coming back while you're camping there. That's hilarious. That might be.
Do you have a button? Oh fuck!
That's funny. All right. So what did I name the game? Let's see. I named it. They're not there. Dragonfen. Elemental summoning. Not Aeteperax. Aeteperax dead, baby. Dragon bones.
It's dead, baby.
Dragon bones. I like.
Dragon bones.
Arr.
I like that. I like this one. I was able to take the module as is and then add a bunch of flavor to it, and it was pretty good.
Oh, Paizo scared me with some of these monster design decisions. Persistent damage, the way it's set up, is far too punishing.
Really powerful.
And then that reaction on the I understand the elementals were kind of like in their new system, elementals don't work well because they have DR nothing, and that was like the big thing that they have.
Please don't tell the GM how to kill us. Yeah, giving them tactics and strategy, adding to their numerical values, sure. Yeah, if these things had just stood there, you would have gone. Like I had to use their power a little bit, but then I decided in my head at the last minute, because they were summoned to guard that chamber, they had to stay and fight, and they had to return after they ran away.
Otherwise, it's GPK because they don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't breathe, and they can come out whenever they want. So it's like the druid. Don't go into the druid's forest. Same thing. Don't go into any rock. Don't go into the elemental's cave or whatever. It's there's some pretty it's all the physical stuff seems to be unbalanced right now. Like armor's not right, and then the shields aren't right in how they react with stuff.
I find spellcasters seeing the damage that you and what's his name, Mark's fighter barbarian, Nibbles, it makes the spellcaster damage completely underwhelming. Like Zyra would be murdered in places where Rene and Nibbles would not be.
Right. Yes. Well, because Zyra's AC is absolute trash.
Yep. Even with spending 16 in Dex, like AC 19? Because of her +2 item, it's not too bad. But
that's not too bad.
Yeah, she'd die. She'd die if she was left alone at an equal level encounter. Whereas Rene could handle an equal level monster, maybe in his face. Maybe
of pretty much any type.
Yeah.
As long as unless you get into the flying nonsense or something that you can't hurt.
So
I see caster resist as a support class.
But a lot of the spells have been nerfed, so that resist energy lasting 10 rounds is it's a completely just in the moment spell.
Yeah.
And why? So as a priest, why would I prep that? My 4d8 plus ability score healing that I could do in that same spell slot is far more effective.
Unless you were expecting to get the fire pots, and you're like, I want the minor fire resistance, so I'm not taking that
the constant damage,
the persistent damage. Like there may be a way to justify that. Rene, you're standing up front, and we know they've got fire pots. I don't want to have to heal that damage as well, or I don't care that you're on fire. I can go concentrate on something else.
Right.
But...
No, like if I was to rebuild Zyra, I would have went, yeah, Dex is nice and all, but 10 Dex, 10 Strength, all the Charisma, all the Wisdom, just because the channel is so important.
Yep.
You don't need int, and you don't need int, and you don't need Dex, and you don't need. You just need some con.
So you're saying the survivors of this campaign that get translated back into Pathfinder 1E and we rebuild these characters will be on a great chance to Kujigger stats and
Well, it will be, but it's weird because the balance across things is weird. Like the cantrips are enormously powerful.
That is what playtesting is for. Like we're finding where the system's like they need to make some tweaks.
Yeah,
it's a good idea. The denting of the shields is an interesting idea.
The shield denting concept is good. I think the bursting of the shields, like how you burst a shield, it's too easy to do.
I agree, Kenny. We're at the point where we want to hit some story beats. With this campaign, and I think you guys are still having fun. Are you still having fun? Are we still is it still interesting? Yeah. Okay.
I want to see where what's really interesting to me right now is where I didn't see problems initially. You see problems as things scale. It's like what's scaling, what isn't scaling.
Exactly. I want to level so I can see what happens.
The healing amount has gone through the roof.
Yeah, but you're over healing and you don't have enough of it to.
Well, there's powers I could have taken to actually do stuff with the overheal, right? Where you get temporary hit points from the overhealing, or I get part of the healing. Like there's ways of fixing that. Where I'm less sure.
Sorry.
Skills, I still like. There are you don't get skills. You don't get skills, and I don't know how you get good at something. I don't know how to feel good at something when it comes to skill-based things.
Yeah, you're
I've got two characters that invested
dumbass.
very heavily in particular skills. Right, I want to be really good at this skill. I don't know how to be good at it yet, though. For 4th level, I'm still really no good at any of these things. Like. I can't do the stuff.
Whereas in Pathfinder 1, you could go, okay, I can take skill focus, I get the Masterwork tool set, I have the right ability score, I max out my ranks,
right?
And now all of a sudden you're like, oh, my skill and craft in this thing is pretty damn high.
It's pretty damn high, and it's higher than other people. Because what it is it's like, how good are you compared to some other Yabo just doing it? And the difference between I'm a master, I have put all of my effort into learning this, versus somebody who went, what the fuck, is about like a 15% chance, 20% chance.
Yeah, and the nerfing of assurance. Yeah, well, we might have to. I might have to just say you add your level to make that even useful. Like
right, because otherwise, you look at like the DCs versus when you get access to them. You completely max out in one skill. Like, I only know how to do one thing. I am all depth and no breadth of knowledge. And like, what do you do?
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. It's like, instead of dying, allowing your gear to be blown away. You could you could go back to 1E and say that, like armor never gets sundered, but armor has hit points, and you could technically sunder someone's armor.
Shit ton of hit points.
Yep.
Like, so in second or in first Pathfinder first, sundering was never a thing, because it's really hard to sunder. Most foes, you can kill them faster than you can kill their gear. And when you kill their gear, they're still hitting you.
Right.
I've defeated you.
Maybe that's a match we should do in Dread and Circus. It's the armor sunder match. You stick on the armor, and whoever doesn't have armor loses.
It's it's strip poker.
Strip poker.
Match.
Everyone just walks
Loose
out
doodles hanging out.
They can. Wham, 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 wham. All right, so next game, I think you guys are going to continue to explore the crypt and see if you can find Sula's. Well, you know that there's an angry lieutenant of Sula's, and then you know that Sula is down there, and he wants a match with Rene. You don't know whether it's a one-on-one match or if he's just looking forward to fighting.
Oh, you're the guy? Yeah, Rene was calling you an asshole.
Of course, you drank what you think was part of Sula's soul.
I think so.
The part that may be in contention between a lawful good god and a lawful evil god.
I'm neutral good.
Maybe not.
I don't know. We're gonna go with the neutral for now.
Yeah, it might be slipping into neutral. Same problem with having sundering enemies' gear. It's like you want the enemy's gear, and somebody goes up the sunder path. Is kind of like breaking the value of what the party gets.
So Kenny, the sunder trick. If you were an adventurer and you were the master of a sword, you are not Kenshin, because Kenshin is an asshole. He's in an anime where he's like, I have my sword, and this is my sword, and it's my only sword. You would have a second one. It's like going, I am a guitar player, I'm the master of the guitar player, the best guitar player ever, I have one guitar. I'm just a dick who screws around, and I've got 3. You know, it's, you might have, like, some crappy ones, you know?
So, like, 10 feet of the sword, you sunder the guy's sword the first round, you're like, haha, you're not gonna Aiujutsu greater power attack my ass.
Slice me in half.
I like the concept of the breaking shield. The shield saving your butt and your shield getting destroyed, not your face getting destroyed. The concept is solid. How quickly they get broken, we might need to either give more dents or change the rules on the threshold for damaging.
It's cool for 1 dent per thingy. Yep. It's just right now, with the gear I should have right now, if they do 10 damage, that's 2 dents and the shield's useless. Right?
10 damage is 1 crit.
One crit. It's one hit.
It's 1 crit from like a 0th level creature, or it's 1 hit from the creatures of your level.
It's any hit of these creatures.
And you're supposed to be fighting creatures 4 levels lower than you, like a band from your level to 4 levels lower to 4 levels higher. So me throwing 1 CR5 creature at you, or a level 5 creature, is totally within the 3 at a time is kind of probably approaching that upper, like you shouldn't be fighting this.
Right.
But it's probably still in there, like the old rule of double the numbers, add 2.
Which is where the these are from the book, which means the book is not correct. Right? There's a problem, and this is the problem, because if they do 15 damage, the shield just explodes, and your gear is gone. So if you're the guy who went, I got myself an expert shield, as I spent my treasure on, right? You're the 2nd level dude, you get your expert shield.
Yep.
Things of appropriate CR for you explode your gear in 1 hit. And it explodes before you even know if it's going to explode. Right? It's just like, oh, it explodes. Perfect. Hey,
they hit higher than that. Okay.
All my cash. All my cash.
All my cash is gone. Perfect. It just appears that problem just keeps getting worse because the rate is not linear. So that's my concern. Because I really want the shields to be cool. I want shield fighting to be a thing. I like shields. I like the concept.
It feels like they put a lot of effort into making shields a thing, using an action to do it, increasing your AC.
Right.
They're like they want people to use shields.
I want it to work and be cool. I'm very quickly getting into I just use a 2-handed reach weapon, and I'll get the AOs on people coming into me. Like, the polearm fighter is going to... Right now, it's like, I don't know why I wouldn't be a polearm fighter right now, because I wouldn't have to worry about this bullshit.
Yep.
And my gear wouldn't get exploded, and I'd have like a better use of my fighter reactions, and, you know... Yep.
Stick with it. Every fight's not going to be an elemental.
This is true, because those things should be chumps.
CR5 shouldn't be a chump, but I see the scale. I see scaling. Scaling is going to work differently in this game. Is basically what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
And holy fuck, the healing! Like you were doing 30 healing on one of your heals. That was fucking insane.
4d8 plus ability score. So it's 1d8 for the heal.
Yep.
An additional 2d8 for the heighten, because I'm only hitting one person with it.
Yep.
And then I spend an extra action to heal, which adds another extra d8. And then ability score. So Zyra's healing scales real hard, and it'll keep up because she'll keep adding 2d8s to healing. So.
Cool stuff, man. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. It was good to see you guys in chat. For those that are new, welcome to the channel. And for those that we've seen and hang out with us, our buddies, our stream buddies, always good to hang out with you. Next game is when?
I have a really messed up week ahead of me.
Yeah, this is my last week before vacation, so...
I don't know.
The Titans gift campaign got pushed back because I got no players next week. So the 18th will be our first game, which will be good. We'll start the new Pathfinder 1E campaign called Titans Gift. I almost have the intro video done, and the intro adventure is currently being planned. So that is on the 18th. Next Saturday, I'm guessing we're playing, or will sometime during the week.
I might be able to swing a week game. Need.
All right, let me know. We'll start a thread offline, and then let me know, Adam, when you want to play Baldur's Gate. Oh, I took a look at the Pillars of Eternity. The thing looks like Baldur's Gate. It's fucking Baldur's Gate in the future.
It looks, yeah. I was watching you guys play, and like, wow, it looks very fucking.
This is so. You should hop on whenever you can, Ahmed. All right, it's a good place to leave it. I hope you guys enjoy this as much as we do, and we will be less salty at the beginning of next game. Probably
that will be the hope. Oh, I gotta drink some water, salt some veins, blood pressure. Don't even have a blood pressure problem. I got a blood pressure problem.
All right, good night, guys.
All right, peace. See you later, guys. Peace.